Hello and welcome to Maulana Azad National Urdu University. This lesson is for students of BA, BSc, BCom of semester 1. This lesson is based on the Ability Enhancement Compulsory course titled English Communication Skills. This lesson is part 3 of a lesson that we started based on Unit 1, that is, Classification and Description of Consonant Sounds. In one of the previous classes, we talked about voicing. We learned about the voiced consonants and the voiceless consonants. Then, in the next class, we talked about place of articulation. We learned the 8 places of articulation. In both the previous lessons, we also learned to practice how to utter the consonant sounds. In the lesson today, we continue with the classification of consonant sounds and we look at the manner of articulation. The manner of articulation, as the word indicates, is the manner, the way in which these sounds are produced or articulated. Let us look at the first manner of articulation. It is called plosive or a stop. As again the word indicates, these sounds are produced by blocking airflow in the vocal tract. Listen to the examples: pink, brother, treat, dog, great. I repeat: pink, brother, treat, dog, great. It is very easy to learn plosive sounds. You just place your hand near your mouth and utter these sounds. If you feel a whiff of air coming out, a plosive sound is being created. Now repeat with me. P, pink. When you say P, do you feel a gush of air against your fingers? Yes, you're producing a plosive sound. Pink, brother, treat, dog, great. Move to the next manner of articulation. We are now looking at fricatives. A fricative is a pause which is generated by use of 2 speech organs and the flow of air is halted partially. These are also sibilants. You get a hissing sound. Fan, wet. Remember the difference in sound between wet and wet. When you write W-E-T, the sound that is uttered is W, wet. If it is V-E-T, the sound that is used is a fricative. It is wet. Let us look at the examples. F, fan, V, wet. 3, sit. Let me repeat. Please repeat along with me. Fan, wet, 3, sit. Last time. Fan, wet, 3, sit. Let's look at the next manner of articulation. This is affricate. An affricate is a blend of a plosive and a fricative. Jug, child, rich, jug, child, rich. The sound that is being created is both a plosive, it is also a fricative. Please repeat with me. Jug, child, rich. Remember, all the examples that I have used in this lesson are taken from your book, English Communication Skills. We now move on to the next manner of articulation, the fourth manner of articulation, and it is nasal. When we utter sounds that are nasal, it is the nasal passage that is used. Air passes through the nose. Listen to these sounds: mango, mouth, nest, nose, bring, ring. Please repeat with me: mango, mouth, nest, nose, bring, ring. We now look at the fifth manner of articulation. This is called lateral, and good for us, there is only one lateral consonant in English, and it is L. When we utter a lateral consonant, the tongue elevates and air passes either past the tongue or behind the tongue. A few examples with the L sound: love, lock, lip. Love, lock, lip. Please repeat with me: love, lock, lip. If you are comfortable, we now move to the sixth and the last manner of articulation. This is an approximant. If you remember, just a little while ago, I told you there is only one lateral in English, that is L. Approximants are also limited. There are only three. Under an approximant, the movement of the lips is without touching each other. The lips make a movement, but they do not touch each other. When I read out the example words, pay attention. You will notice movement of lips, but the lips will not come together when these words are uttered. The sounds of R, Y, W in English are examples of approximants. The example words are rat, youth, water, wet. Remember, a little while ago we told you there is a difference when we say W-E-T, wet, and when we say V-E-T, wet. Let us look at the examples of approximants: rat, youth, water, wet. Are my lips touching one another when I say rat, youth, water, wet? No, they are not touching one another, but definitely there is a movement of the lips. Pay attention and repeat with me: rat, youth, water, wet. Is that clear? In the course of 3 lessons now, based on Unit 1, we have looked at the classification and description of consonant sounds in English. We have seen how classification can be broadly into 3 categories: voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. Under voicing, we have studied how there are both voiceless consonants as well as voiced consonants. When we talk about voiceless consonants, we say vocal cords do not vibrate. When we say voiced consonants, we mean that the vocal cords vibrate. Some examples of voiceless consonant sounds are p, f, k, t. A few examples of voiced consonant sounds are b, v, g, d. Some examples of consonant voiced and voiceless sounds that we studied in the previous lesson are bird, van, gate, pleasure. Under voiceless consonants, we studied the examples of fish, sun, kite, chin. For the manner of articulation, we told you there are 8 in number: bilabial, labiodental, dental or interdental, alveolar, palatal, palatalveolar, velar, glottal. Under the manner of articulation, we told you there are 6: plosive or stop, fricative, affricate, nasal, lateral, approximant. In the course of these 3 lessons based on Unit 1, I am sure you had a little practice of the consonant sounds in English. But this is not the all. Please do not put an end to Unit 1 or the consonant sounds with this third lesson in the series, I urge you to continue to practice more and more. In your self-learning material or SLM, there are many more examples of consonant sounds. Please keep practicing them. When you go to the Learner Support Center and interact with your academic counselor, or if you wish to directly interact with the subject coordinators at headquarters, please go through Unit 1 again more than once, practice as much as possible, and seek help wherever needed. In case of any help, or in case you want to know whether your answers are right or not, please meet the academic counselor at the Learner Support Center, or feel free to write to us or talk to us at the headquarters. Thank you, and we look forward to meeting you again in the next lesson.